Yo, yo, yo. Today, I want to take you on a journey into a spiritual realm where tobacco is not just a plant, but a scared bridge between the physical and metaphysical. All right. In both hoodoo, voodoo, native indigenous practices, particularly among the Black American community, tobacco holds profound significance as a tool for connection, healing, and communication with the divine. Oh yeah, that's what it does. That's what it does. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, so in hoodoo, voodoo, tobacco is often offered to the spirits or loa. It is believed that the smoke from burning tobacco carries prayers and intentions to the spiritual world, acting as a conduct for the messaging of ancestors and deities. This practice underscores the belief that tobacco is not merely a physical substance, but a medium of spiritual exchange. This is a way to honor the spirits, seek their guidance, and express gratitude for their presence in our lives, right? I don't know if y'all ever been down that road, but we ain't talking about no regular old cigarettes, right? We ain't talking about that. Thank you. Nah, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about fronto leaf. Fronto leaf. Not no cigarettes. Can I get a boo? Yeah. Not no cigarettes. No. We're talking about fronto leaf here. All right. For Black Americans, the spiritual use of tobacco is deeply rooted in both African and indigenous traditions. It serves as a reminder of resilience and culture continuity, bridging the past with the present. In moments of prayer and meditation, tobacco can be a powerful tool for grounding and centering oneself, allowing individuals to tap into their higher conscience and connect with their ancestors. You dig what I'm saying? So it helps you connect with your ancestors, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. So I'm gonna pull up a video in a few, and we're gonna break down what is this plant actually. You dig what I'm saying?
This is a nice size.
Well, she actually grew one. You see what I'm saying?
What? This is the size of a fronto that you would get. You know? You would get one, and you'd be like, oh, this is a nice size fronto.
That sucker huge.
She's white, baby. I can wear her as a cover up. Look at that. 3 little leaves, little small leaves. And now, isn't just life so spectacular? It's crazy. You should grow something. Everybody should be able to experience this feeling of growing something and seeing how miraculously marvelous the world is. I think we all need that experience. Something about growing your own food and growing your own things really just taps you in.
Oh yeah.
What? This is the
so
size.
Yeah, ain't nothing like growing your
fronto.
own, and then once you grow it, it's the way how they gotta cure it, cut it, and you gotta do some work to it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get it and smoke it. But it's not just doing that. Even when you get the fronto leaf and you get it from the package, some people wash their fronto leaf off. All right, but if you grow your own fronto leaf, you really don't have to wash all that other stuff off, right? But them are a lot of the chemicals that they have to wash off. But
I'm gonna flip it over, stem. I lay that on top of the tip.
If you ever think about growing your own fronto leaf, and this is the process of curing it. Pretty tight, right?
Okay. Beautiful, look at that. checking another leaf a little quicker this way, and once it gets to thin leather, that's when you want to hang it. When it's dark, like thin leather, still fileable, but not too crunchy. Yeah, I need to do this hands-free.
Yeah, see, this is tight. So she grew her own, she curing her own, and this is basically growing your own and prepping it. That is tight. That's a fronto leaf. And so learning how to grow your own and learning how to captivate your own is real tight, man. That's real tight. You know, you got to hang them up. Yep. Curing them. And they're going to turn a color like that brown right there. So they turn from green to that brownish color.
Ruined. That's what you want.
Yep.
And this pile was from just yesterday, so hence why it's ever so green. But there's probably, I don't know how many leaves are there, but I'm going to count, so.
That's pretty tight. I think it's cool when you grow your own leaf, your own tobacco leaf, and you do it yourself. Just like when you grow your own cannabis and do it yourself, it brings you closer, you know, to nature and all. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be down in a sec. I'm just He knows what I'm doing. I've been doing it every night for the past 4 or 5 weeks. It is labour intensive. I'm going to run out of battery or storage by the time I flip these. I'll do it tip to stem, tip to stem, tip to stem. 62 and 63. There you go. A pile of 63 leaves. Little leaves are a pain in the bum. They keep getting mold. So, and there's the dog, so I must go. That one, look at that. Basically, there is an art to.
That was pretty tight, huh? Yeah, I know. That was pretty neat. I like how she did that. I like how she did it. You can learn a whole lot. You can learn a whole lot.
Hey y'all, it's Mama Tina. Today I'm going to be talking about tobacco. I got this tobacco, from a farmer at the North Carolina State Fair next year, and as you can see, it's like crumbling all over the place. And that is part of the reason why I'm doing this video, because I'm just going to be breaking it up so that I can have it for later use. But specifically, you know, I'm in North Carolina, so tobacco is a cash crop in North Carolina. It's something that they've made lots of money off of our people with, and it's also of special significance to the Indigenous Americans, Native Americans, people who were on this land before the white man got here, honestly. So tobacco is used in many spiritual practices. It is used to feed spirits. It is used to as a gift to the land. It is used as an honorary gift when you accept an agreement with somebody. There's so many different things that you do with tobacco. But I saw this and it was hanging to dry, which I thought was super cool. Has not been processed at all, which makes it great for the offerings and the things that I plan on using it for. But I also have some other tobacco to show you. This one came from Kentucky. It's like a tobacco rope. They tie it up, they cure it in the barn. It just smells so good. I like to keep this one as a decorative purpose, but also I put it on the altar as a continuous offering. Also have some cigars here. Cigar smoke is used to feed herbs, also as an offering to the spirits on your altar. Of course, people like to smoke it. This one, compliments of my cousin Earl. This is one that I picked up when we went down to Miami. And as you
So you hear what she said about how you smoke it and give respect to the ancestors, and yeah, that's part of it.
can see, it's been partially used, and then I snuff it out and I'll use it again as I need to. The reason that this is so dry is because it's just been hanging up. It's been hanging up in the birdhouse as decoration. Every time I walk by, brush up against it, a little bit falls off. So I'm like, okay, it's probably time to do something with this. But so what I wanted to say about it is, it's great. It's unprocessed. When I am out harvesting herbs and things like that, what I tend to do is leave an offering. And you'll hear people talk about leaving an offering of coins, hair, water. You know, there's so many different things, but tobacco is a traditional offering. And because this has not been kept in a humidor, which most cigars are kept in a humidor to keep them from crumbling up like this, because you don't want that money to go away. But because it has not been kept in a humidor, it cracks and crumbles very easily. So I'll be keeping this in a jar in my car so that as I find plants or herbs, or as I go and visit the river, or any of those types of ritual, ceremony, foraging, those types of things, that I always have ready access. Yep, that smells so good. To the tobacco. And it's a good spiritual connection. Tobacco, when you smoke it creates smoke, and you can use it to like push dreams out into the universe. Much in the same way people use incense, right? You burn incense, you can put your intention into the incense and the air element. So tobacco can be an earth element and an air element in that way. But I just wanted to share that with y'all so that you can see. I think it's really cool the way they had it wrapped around the top here, because what that does, as you can see, is it allows them to hang it up. And I might also incorporate in this video a couple of pictures from the exhibit at the State Fair, because that is something that I do like to do every year. Like the crackling sound of it, it's just like so satisfying, honestly. And then you come up with these right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I might put them on the compost pile. I might just try and throw them on some incense cones. I mean, not cones, on some coals and burn them. So these are pretty big, the stalks. But of course, the leaf, like I said, I'm gonna crumble it up, put it in a jar, keep it in my car so that I have some ready offerings. You don't just want to be taking stuff from the land, you know. You always want to give back. You always want to give back. You want to ask permission. You want to say a little prayer, and you want to let the plant know what you're gonna want it to do, and then you're gonna leave something for it. You always take something and leave something. You know that friend that's always coming to you because they want something and they ain't never giving nothing? Yeah, the plants feel the same way. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go put my little stuff back where it's supposed to be. And y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, it's Mama Tina. Today I'm gonna be talking about tobacco. I got this tobacco from a farmer at the North Carolina State Fair next year, and as you can see, it's like crumbling all over the place. And
Yeah, I find that real tight. Like, she really going in with the tobacco, and that's what I want to embrace with y'all, was the significance of it. And we gonna dive into it some more, because this is all about the herb, right? All about the bud, and mixing the tobacco with the bud, the significance of it on what it does, and she's gonna break that down. Let's hear what she says.
It's a spiritual process. Smoke has always been able to clear the auric field, the subtler field of energy around a space or a being. So if you're smoking cannabis and that is the way that you choose to consume it for your own spiritual process, then that is, that's your choice. But just know that it's always good to have a level of discipline in anything that you do, so that you're not led by an action, but the action is done mindfully with a certain intention around it, and that is what makes something spiritual. Yeah, we can't just get up every day and say we're smoking marijuana because we're doing something spiritual, but at the same time neglect to realize that it's the intention behind the action that makes it a spiritual process.
You want some bath water?
Alright, so basically, what do you do spiritual behind your tobacco and your fronto? You see what I'm saying? So the spiritual aspects still have to be there. Tapping in, you got to be tapping in. It just can't be for relief or whatnot, dealing with the tobacco and the herb. Basically, what you do is you get the fronto leaf, and a lot of people, if you see up on here, a lot of people wash their fronto leaf when they get it straight from the factory. To each his own. I noticed that takes the harshness out, but that's why I recommend growing your own. But once you do that, you have your bud, you break down a little of the fronto leaf, mix it with the bud, and then there you go. And you make your intentions felt. You make your intentions known, and you put them out there for the universe to hear. You dig what I'm saying? So, with that said, on the fronto note, that's the reason why you mix it, because you talk to your ancestors. What is the importance of talking to your ancestors? All right, well, you can get some new ideas. It can take you further. It can help you reach the Akashic records, answer questions that many people have went on and crossed over with. But always remember, they're still here, they're still present, and we can always tap in. So I hope y'all enjoyed this section for the day on what is the fronto leaf, what does it do, the benefits of it, how to grow it, how to cure it, cut it, break it down, and the significance of it when it comes to us. So the thing is, here's another question. But how can we, in the modern lives, tap into the spiritual essence of tobacco? You dig what I'm saying? So how can we tap into the spiritual essence of it? It begins with the intentions and respect. Whether you're offering tobacco in a ritual, using it in meditation, or simply reflecting on this scared history, the key is to approach it with the mindfulness and just respect, pretty much. By doing so, you yourself will open up it to wisdom in the spiritual world, allowing tobacco to guide you into clarity, healing, and a deeper connection. So in conclusion, tobacco is far more than a plant, you dig? It is a gift. a spiritual ally. All right, if used properly, it is a bridge to the divine. All right, and by honoring it, and by honoring its tradition and embracing its spiritual significance, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Let us carry this wisdom forward, respecting the legacy of those who came before us and finding our own path to spiritual enlightenment. I hope that helped y'all out today, and y'all tune in for some more enlightenment on spiritual enlightenment with Bud and everything, all Bud. Hey, all things Bud. Peace, y'all.